Family is Providence. I'm here to tell the truth. Everybody's been excited for Iceman, even Drake's Opps. The people that were proudly celebrating his so-called demise 2 years ago came to realize 2 years later, we need Drake, and Iceman is now Drake's most anticipated album. People have been sharing their thoughts, what they want on Iceman, what they don't want on Iceman, which is all fine. But one thing I have been seeing on the internet, one prevalent opinion, is that they do not want Drake to diss Kendrick in any way. They do not want for him to quote unquote spin the block, slide, whatever it is you want to call it, as a result of so-called losing the battle, which he did not lose, but it is what it is. The consensus is that he lost it. Fine, we'll go with the consensus. People have been telling Drake, in my opinion, to do the most un-hip-hop thing I've ever seen. And I recently watched Charlamagne do this exact same thing. What do I mean? I mean to say, people have been telling Drake to act like he don't got no more ops and just make club bangers, just make hits. Let's hear what Charlamagne had to say.
I want to hear that. And see, nobody want to see you reheat cold French fries. There ain't no circle in the block. Just go ahead and make your records for the club.
You know
go ahead
he's
and
going
make your
to,
records
though.
for the ladies.
Yeah.
Like, keep it moving. Nobody want to see you circle the block. You lost. And by the way, that's what I was always telling folks when it came to Drake. He's still Drake, but you lost a rap battle. That's it. Keep it moving. The only person that made this situation worse after the fact was you, with the lawsuits and everything else. Please, Drake, 2 years later, for the love of God, do not try to circle the block. Okay, you're lost. It is what it is. Keep it moving. That's it.
You lost. You lost. You lost. You lost. Any opportunity Drake's ops, media ops, have to remind Drake that he so-called lost the battle, they gonna do it. I'm waiting for Charlamagne to come up with a song or something, a hit song. You lost. You lost. You lost. You lost. Sing for us, Charlamagne. Okay, we all know you guys are salivating at the mouth, so absolutely happy that Drake lost. Okay, cool. We get it. You think he lost. Fine. This is my issue, folks. Why is Drake the only rapper not expected to speak on his ops, to spin on his ops? Hip hop is built on street culture, whether we like it or not. I got issues with that, but it is what it is. If you in hip hop and you got ops and everybody know you got ops, you ain't finna talk about your ops. You ain't finna take shots at your ops. Let's just grant, for the sake of argument, he lost the battle. Cool. What beef you ever known ended because someone took an L? That's the whole point of sliding. You slide, your homie died or whatever, your set took a L, you slide to give the other people a L. You spin the block to give them a L that you just took. No beef ever ends because you took a L, even if Drake did take the L. He got ops. Drake and Kendrick ain't cool. They ain't squashed the beef. It ain't been no Jigga Nas situation where after the rap battle happened, they squashed the beef and it's all good. So it'd be weird if they kept taking shots at each other. The beef ain't squashed. So why is Drake the only person who is not expected to spin the block, slide, and talk about his ops? Ain't that hip hop? You guys are asking Drake to be fundamentally un-hip hop. Now, you guys always accuse Drake of being un-hip hop with the whole lawsuit situation. And fine, I understand people have different opinions on that. Personally, I think it's crazy that your label was allowed to promote lies about you committing the worst, most heinous sin that any person could commit against children, but y'all thought it was un-hip hop for Drake to defend himself. Okay, fine, cool. But don't y'all think it's a little bit hypocritical now that y'all asking him to do something else, which y'all would think is un-hip hop or weird? Why is Drake the only rapper not allowed to spin? That don't make no sense to me. Drake is the only rapper that y'all got extra rules for. Drake could drop right now and sell 250K, which would be amazing for any other rapper, but y'all would say he failed, that he flopped, that he's done. I get it. With Drake, the standard is so high, the bar is so high. Everybody wants to pull Drake in different directions to do what they think he should do. Everybody got a new set of new rules for Drake. He the only rapper that got to play by a different set of rules. I get it. But I'm gonna tell you 2 reasons why I feel like this is happening. This perspective that Drake shouldn't be dissing Kendrick, I feel like it's happening for two main reasons. One, people are preparing themselves to find something wrong with Iceman so that they could say the album sucks, so that they could criticize it. Everybody and they mama know Drake gonna have words for Kendrick. Everybody and they mama know he finna have words. Come on now, we know that. Drake participates in battle culture. He's got subliminals. He'll make a diss record. He's a part of the culture when it comes to that. And rap battles and beef is a part of the culture. We've known that already. Drake has been in at least 3 high-profile beefs, has always taken shots at rappers. You guys are always still talking about this battle. It isn't like it's gone away from hip-hop. Of course, Drake understands the conversations that are still taking place. He's gonna have words for Kendrick. We all know this. But if we get to establish this new rule that Drake is the only rapper in history not allowed to speak on his ops, that way when you hear the disses, you can make your little content creation. All of Drake's media ops are gonna hit their podcasts and say, "Oh, well, you see, this album sucks. Why is he talking about the battle 2 years later, man? It messed the whole thing up." All right? They just want to get ready to say Iceman is trash. That's number one. Number two, the reason why I believe that this expectation has become prevalent is because people want to continue to live in their world, their fantasy world, that Drake got killed by Kendrick, that Kendrick won the war, and that Kendrick bodied Drake. And if they can continue to believe that Kendrick is still the #1 rapper if Drake does not pop his ish. If he keeps quiet, don't talk no trash, just makes the club bangers, just makes the records for the ladies, then everyone can continue to live in this fantasy world that Drake got killed by Kendrick and he's done. He's finished. But guess what? If Drake is still popping off, if he still got bars for Kendrick, if the bars is fire, the beats is fire, you might have to reassess, dang, maybe Drake ain't as dead as we thought. Drake ain't as finished as we thought. If he gets to talk and he gets to continue to paint the narrative that he's that guy, right? Because, you know what I'm saying? He's rapping tough. He's giving Kendrick some bars. Then he gets to repaint the narrative that maybe Drake is really that guy. Maybe he's still #1. And because they don't want that narrative to solidify itself in hip hop culture, they're telling Drake, just shut up and make dance records. Don't try to convince us you're still that guy, because it might actually work. That's really where it's coming from. They're afraid that Drake is going to hit you with so many dope bars and raps, and Kendrick ain't gonna be saying much because God knows where he is right now, probably somewhere in Africa doing push-ups. They don't want y'all to be convinced that Drake is that guy. They still want you to live under the false assumption that this is still the dot era, which we all know it's not. So that's where this is coming from. Be quiet and make dance records so we could live in our false delusion that Drake is finished and Kendrick is the better rapper. But it ain't gonna happen. I already know Drake got bars lined up for Kendrick. He finna give it to Kendrick, and maybe Kendrick will respond. And at the end of the day, that's exciting for culture, because I think that once things stay in the music and there's no violence or nothing like that, battling is fine. It's cool. I think it's a part of the culture. So let Drake be Drake. Let Drake actually be a rapper. You know, stop coming up with new rules that Drake is the only rapper not allowed to spin on his ops. Okay? Stop asking Drake to be fundamentally unhip hop. Those are my thoughts, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Hit the comment section. Like the video if you like the video. Subscribe. I'm trying to grow the channel. Help a small content creator out with your subscription. It's your boy Providence. I'll see you guys in the next video.